I'm not quite sure how to fix the green screen. Have a pretty nice bright day outside. The blinds are closed, but it only does so much. We've got too much sunlight coming out. Um, one of the blinds actually loose. I think a couple of them might be loose. At least one. To try to hook it back up, but like there's a sliver of light coming through and it's making this up here happen. But I think the most we can do this is just make it more uniform. Make it more of an issue. Like my face is just blowing out. Earlier today because I did stream yesterday, so can't take a day off. My schedule's been shifted, so I just fell a bit lethargic. So anyway, I'm. That's not it. That's not where I want to go. Over here. Oh, so here's even worse. So yeah. I want to do this little kind of talking over things. Um, so I've caught up on Lord Wither's playthrough, so I'm always constantly comparing myself to him because he's awesome and I'm not. Um, uh, um, to be honest, we're both pretty awesome in different ways. Um, if I'm going to turn around and actually be positive about myself. Um, anyway, um, so he actually lost his temper as well during the boss the Okamura boss fight, which is kind of validating. He actually ended up doing like the exact same thing. Like he's been contemplating um using a save editor to um to modify his game, but he actually got like the collect at one point he got a collector's edition upgrade or something. And yeah, now he has like all the DLC. So he basically did roughly what I did. It's like slamming the final stage into the boss repeatedly with Godhead. You know, I don't feel like I cheated quite so much because I did actually get past the toughest stage of that battle, which, by the way, according to some people in the chat and according to my own memory, um, which is kind of vague, that was 3 years ago, but that time limit and that structure of the boss battle was not part of the original, so they made it. Um, Good job, Atlas. You made a game to the original. I mean, heck, I suspect somewhat that even um uh the Futaba fight was a bit different from the original and more challenging. I feel like they had the idea of enhancing boss battles for Royal, and they kind of didn't have enough ideas to go around, or enough really good ideas to go around. So Futaba was just like, we've got to enhance this boss battle somehow. 'Cause we're enhancing all these other boss battles. So like, let's add a Batista thing to it and make the boss have more health. And implementing it incredibly poorly. Um, then hey, like there's lots of time limits stuff in the Nakamura section, so let's add time limit to the boss battle too. And not only that, let's add something that like actively like prevents you from progressing in that boss battle in a timely fashion. Like, like I'm pretty sure there may be a strategy to deal with like the one of them self-destructing, but that can kind of help you a little bit. But yeah, like your instinct is to AoE attack, and actually, what the strategy he did was actually having Haru target each enemy or like three of the enemies individually with Theo, and then two or three, I can't remember. Um, it may have been three, and then attacking them all with I think it's three with CO, then all of them with MCO, then baton passing um to the main character and doing Megadolon with enhanced power. Um, so that's kind of, but even that took him more tries than it took me with my strategy of just using, um, you know, like Mapsio for my main character, then Mapsio with uh, baton passing to Haru, and then having her do it twice. And that was my strategy. And I had a persona who had Mapsio as well, so um, mine just happened to work more effectively than his because I got incredibly lucky. Um, but yeah, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like that just a bullshit boss battle, and like second one in a row. And you would argue it's worse than Futaba's mother because Futaba's mother was just a boring boss fight. Um, I mean, it's a matter of perspective, but like this is actually actively frustrating. I think having a boring boss battle is like not as bad as having one that's actively frustrating. And it's actively like it's fundamentally kind of wrong in every way. Like even Lorerunner pointed out the fact that like you're discouraged from because there's all these moments in there where like there's dialogue, the story progression and character, fleshing out during the boss battle, but because you won't skip it, and because there's a frickin' time limit, um, yes, Ellie, you know, you're basically discouraged from it, and yeah, and again, like I need to reiterate my point about detrimental game design. Like this is kind of realism to some extent, because like in real life, time does pass and things can happen if at a certain period of time. So it's like consider detrimental realism. I'm kind of trying to lean toward just detrimental game design in a general term. Um, but you have no control over the time. Like if there are things you can do to kind of like here's how I play redesign that boss fight. Have things you can do like maybe like some sort of a device you can um or something like maybe one of like the launching mechanism for the um like have a launching mechanism for the um, like for the UFO or whatever that he flies out on. So have a launching mechanism that you can target, and when you destroy it, you like gain time, and maybe one of the employees actually has to go and fix it, while for like a turn or something. Um, and either resets the countdown or like when the countdown resumes, there's a bit more time on it. Um, or something like something like that would have been interesting as a mechanic. Basically, you know, yeah, like that would have been great. It's kind of like the racing games where you have um a time limit to get to the next checkpoint, but like you still have a certain degree of control because you have to get to those checkpoints. Um, um, Although I never really like racing games that have that style, but there's a degree of player control because getting those checkpoints like adds to the clock. Um, and like if you're actually good at the game, then you don't have to worry about it. I guess. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Also, he did complain about the same thing I complained about, which is the fact that uh, you know, uh, Haru's dad, Okumura, I don't know if we ever learned his first name. Um, he like has it about to cut down, like actually during the conference. Like, why doesn't it happen immediately? And even if it takes time, how do they know exactly how much time it will take? And in game terms, it's variable, but like we are spending our disbelief about that stuff. That's just a problem that exists. You know, but here, there is a mental cutdown, and I think one of the suggestions that I saw in the chat uh, for that um video was that they could have had Akechi kidnap Okumura and like somehow hold him hostage or something, or hold him captive for like however long it takes until the conference happens, and then kill him, you know, at that right exact moment. That could have worked. That's probably like the best solution uh that I did come up with. But that I can't think of a better solution than that. Because again, um the only other solution I had was, you know, keeping tabs on Okumura in the metaverse until afterwards um until the time is right, then assassinating him. This would be this could work better. If you would have the same foreshadowing, you know, um, mechanism, which I'm not sure I really care for the foreshadowing, but um, because they're and I think the lore kind of has its own reservations too, because it really felt like the game was hammering it in that like everything's gonna go okay, everything um it's gonna go the same as always. Um, Granted, I'm not sure it was that much different from normal, but it feels more painful because we really know like it's not going to go as well as before because we're in like the type of suspense of audience knows, characters don't, which is something you have to be very careful about how you present it because um you don't want it to be you know you you don't want to make the characters look stupid or the main characters look stupid. Like, you run the risk of that because like the audience already knows, like they've already you know, been effectively told what's going on, and there's a certain frustration when you really draw out that suspense, as it were. You know, like, why aren't they figuring this out? Like, a good example here is that they still haven't really even speculated that it could be the people responsible for, like, why did this happen? Well, I mean, there's certainly around some speculation, but you know, um, a little bit like we have we talk about like saying this is the exact same thing that happened to my mother, but like then only telling them oh, it's a mental shutdown, um, but like are we responsible for this? And it's like probably not. It's probably still responsible for like we should almost figure this out right away. I know we're stupid teenagers in this game. Okay, we have some intelligent people with us here, so I mean, come on. Like this shouldn't be so hard to put to piece together that people who are behind the mental shutdowns do not want to be caught and realizing somehow or really suspecting that Akuma is knowing that Akuma is being targeted. Like we said at the calling card, you know, they probably are aware when the calling card has been sent out, know the pattern, and have followed us into Akuma's palace and assassinated him intentionally to um, make us look bad. Although I guess having kind of the opposite effect to some extent, but um, and again, I get the feeling in by memory. There's a degree to which the fandom theme survey is rigged to show more popularity than they actually are. Um, I mean, you can kind of suspect that because, like, it tends to be a divisive place. I'm not sure if you are aware of this, but people disagree about things on the internet. Um, like getting to 90% is like about whether or not the fandom fees are just. Is a little weird. Um, suspicious. So yeah. Anyway, I might have to um stop for a little bit, or I'm not sure I'm going to take a break or not, but I'm going to I have to get some bottled water that my parents are uh going to be delivering in a bit. So also I learned that Futaba's voice actress um actually believed that Futaba was part of the autism spectrum. So that's kind of validating for me. Um, okay, this is like the night where we can't do anything.
No way. On your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you. Heed his words well.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud of their greed. Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened.
This is their fault.
I know this, of course. However, what of the general public? It seems a contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed, though I doubt that will be the case. I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this predicament.
All right.
We shall meet again.
Time's up, inmate. Hurry up and return to your world.
Oh, it actually went down.
Is that true?
You hear Kumura died. It's all over the news. He collapsed during his press conference. Wait, right. I wish I'd been watching it when it happened. You're probably better off. It was a totally disaster. I never imagined seeing a heart attack be so unsettling. He says it was because of illness, but either way you spin it, it's still bizarre. Damn, I wish I'd seen it live. Screw it, we're doing it live.
Listen this time, okay?
Stage proletarian literature, that is, literature written by the working class. You see that interview? I thought it was gonna be some hidden camera show at first. I was so scared I changed the channel. Still looked like he was in pain. That was sick. Will you quiet down? We're in class right now. Not to mention you have midterms starting on Monday. Focus on studying. Things are getting pretty bad. The chief police has turned up at our school. The police, what for? The sheriff hasn't told us about any of this? Nothing at all. It could be related to Kumura's death in some way. There's no connection between our school and Kumura Foods. Well, aside from Haru going to the school, and of course the principal recently passing away under circumstances. She's after them. Seriously, what are they here for? I can't begin to fathom the reason. Anyhow, let's be careful not to stand out. Head straight home. What's schooling? Understand it, everyone? But I gotta raise my kindness. Where's our maximum kindness? I need to.
We haven't found anything useful as evidence.
I need to catch up with Lord Senpai.
I see.
We're hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Speaking? Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Yes.
Yeah, that was probably a forgery.
I'm sorry to ask.
In fact, we know it's a
Your father
4-3.
hasn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
The principal? No one told me about that.
Also, why are we heading straight home?
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life.
Seriously, why are we why is Makoto asking us to head straight home? Besides the obvious fact that during these events, we don't. The developers believe that we shouldn't have free time between sequences. Like, they're establishing that as a pattern. Fine. But, you know, we have a part-time job we sometimes go to. We have, like, if I were designing this, like, it would be like, okay, we're not gonna meet up and go to Mementos. Like, that's just gonna, you know, we're tabling Mementos, you know, going to for the moment. Like, granted, it has to be something I need to program in, you know, the lockout, you know, the Mementos lockout feature for particular days. But, I mean, they already are elaborating on that in Royal with, you know, the ability to do things in, in LeBlanc, even when you normally couldn't originally, at least as far as I'm aware. So would be more suspicious if we're just heading straight home all of a sudden, all the time. You know, when we normally go to part-time jobs or hang out with friends or do all the other things we could be doing in the afternoon after school. We're just heading straight home. Like, isn't that going to arouse more suspicion than doing what we normally do? Just saying.
And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another. You don't sound like you're lying. If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse.
Yep. Which makes Persona 4 even worse, because I mean, she's a small town detective, whereas, well, she's not even a detective, she's a prosecutor. Although she is the daughter of a detective, so she probably ordered a finger teeth removed, but yeah, like, why doesn't Dojima believe us again in Persona 4? Like, I imagine him being skeptical. Like, I imagine him still doing the same thing he does in the plot. It's just the outright disbelief he shows us is, you know, kind of out of character. But I'd rather, like, even if you don't want to make the social link thing tied to it, you can still have him be like, I have no idea what's going on, like, you don't sound like you're lying, and this doesn't seem like the kind of lie that someone your age should be spinning and expect me to believe. But, you know, you realize that I still can't let you go. Like, even if I believe you, like, I have no reason to let you go. Like, not quite that exactly, but like something to that effect would have worked better narratively and character-wise with Dojima than. And it's possible they actually learned something from Persona 4, or that's why they're doing it here. They're like just making like, hey, we actually have an investigator who's willing to tentatively believe us.
Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up? And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one.
Also, I'm kind of wondering about the next, take my headphones off again. I'm wondering about the next, dungeon. Because if I remember correctly, not to spoil too much, but it is the one that leads into this moment. Again, if I'm remembering correctly, and they haven't changed too much. So how is that going to work exactly? Like, the way I would do it is write something into the circumstance so that the calling card has to be delivered at a particular time. Regardless of when you complete the dungeon, the calling card is always going to be sent out automatically at a particular date and time. That way, you know, basically the reason I do that and kind of take control out of the player's hands is that, you know, getting captured like this, like not even knowing what's going to happen afterwards, is likely to just kill off is likely to, you know, be a cutoff point. It's likely to be, you know, we won't have any studies or do anything in school, you know, or whatever after this. You know, realistically, not even knowing what may happen later, you know, unless we instantly get released. You know, when we infiltrate the palace to take whoever it is as part, we're gonna get, you know, we're gonna get captured. Like, we're gonna know that the dungeon we're exploring when we get there is the dungeon we saw from the intro. So as the player, we have metagame knowledge that's going to make us a little wary about when we're going to send out the calling card, because we at least suspect that we're just not going to have any free time after that point. You know, we need to get everything done. We're going to put off the calling card until the last possible moment, because otherwise we're literally losing time. So why not just weave that into the narrative somehow? Like, there's something about the circumstance that makes a particular day the ideal day to send out the calling card, and we're just gonna do that. We just agree that that's what we're going to do. There's no calling a meeting. There's no you know, that sort of thing. It just happens automatically if we've, you know, secured the route anyway. So we'll have a deadline for securing the route, obviously, but the actual sending out the calling card and the final infiltration is going to be at a set date. This actually frees up the player, ironically, to just do whatever they want in the meantime, rather than having to, like, okay, like, which day we're supposed to send out the calling card, which is the last possible day we send out the calling card. I had to actually remember, and keeping track of that while also having to, like, work on social links and do all that stuff is gonna be a little, you know, unless I'm following a guide, which I might have to, just to be absolutely sure, you know, yeah, so I would try to concoct some sort of situation where it's just gonna happen automatically, regardless. But anyway, let's get back into the game.
Still, If you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked. You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
My teammate was in danger.
Simple enough. There's still no proof that another suspect exists. That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
All right.
But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed. Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... What's the matter? Is it a side effect? What in the world did the police inject into you?
My vision is starting to get distorted.
Hey, can you hear me? You need to stay focused. Don't scare me like that. If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end. We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable. Well then, let's move on. At last we arrive at your most recent crime. You know what I mean, don't you? This calling card was delivered to your latest target, the one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima, myself.
Dun dun dun.
Now, explain everything to me.
Has anyone been able to contact Haru? I haven't. Look here, me neither. She won't pick up. It isn't. She's taking any of our pets either. I'm worried about her. Hope Haru's okay.
Hey,
Their box came for you. Yeah, you could just give us a list of everything that came in. And of course we can't go out as we normally do every night. Because that would just arouse suspicion if we were shooting it like we normally do. Like, can we... Is not God here? The dark web for you. Getting a revised one. We open the door of possibilities normal people can only dream of. Now you can find all the rare items you possibly want. A total of 4,500 yen. Good news, Mr. Trigger. You paid over 50,000 yen. Remember, Rank is Donna Dark. Now you can put all of our Dark Tier products. Your orders will arrive soon. We understand your excitement, but we ask for your patience. Hope to see you again soon. And we still work on our kindness, though.
Oh.
This This man is a convicted criminal, yet you want to save him?
His guilt or innocence is for the courts to decide. My only concern is that he lives long enough to get there.
Wow.
This guy, a person's life is valuable no matter what they've done.
Yep. Well then.
Humor died. Is that just a coincidence? Is there an illness that could cause that? No way. So was murdered all terrifying. Maybe the biggest event of the century. Jonathan, I apologize for messaging you so early in the morning. You're calmed down a bit at home, so I thought there's something I need to tell you. What's the matter? There's actually something that just caught my attention. I think I need to discuss it with everyone, though. We should meet at the hideout at school.
It looks like Haru is managing
But we should drop attention!
somehow. Alright. Let's meet up with everyone after school.
Was the Kimura murdered? That was a live broadcast, wasn't it? It wasn't an illness that it had to be murdered. Did something happen to the honor student? He seems different now. Still, I feel bad for him going out like that.
With this, preparations are finally in place. The public has praised them as allies of justice before they strike them back to the ground. Now then, she'll be next. Yes, I've already spoken to Human Resources about it. It will be a heavy responsibility, but I'm certain it'd be an honor for her. The culprits behind the mental shutdown cases she's been pursuing all this time. Indeed. They'll become the criminals we've set them up to be, just as you instructed.
It's so damn loud.
Where's Haru?
She's the one that called us, so she'll show up eventually.
Well, even though things have calmed down, she must be occupied with what happened to her father. Wait, what?
What's up?
People are posting that we killed President Okumura!
Of course they are.
So it's begun already.
What?
Think about it. The CEO collapsed the way he did during an apology conference that our group caused.
Still! They were raving about us so much, and now they just treat us like murderers?
What a lightning-fast change of attitude.
They don't know a damn thing about our situation.
Calm down. Not everyone is necessarily saying that.
But there's no way to vindicate ourselves.
Haru! I'm sorry I'm late. I'm the one who asked you all to make time for me, too. My condolences. Must be rough. I'm okay now. I called everyone together because there was something worrying me. Did you all target the principal?
Huh? The principal? You mean ours?
Yes. What makes you say that?
That was before she joined, so...
Yesterday, a public prosecutor came to my home. It was a woman named Mijima-san.
That's...
I overheard her saying a calling card was found in the principal's office. Considering that this was right after what happened, it's got to be Shujin's.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Doesn't this all seem weird to you? It may just be my imagination, but I feel as if things are escalating far too quickly after President Okumura's incident.
What do you mean?
Perhaps we may have been set up by the real culprit.
For real?
Yes, Ryuji, once again, for real.
That could be.
Then we need to catch them as soon as possible.
Hold a moment. Can we assume we've been set up, though? We don't even know their objective.
What else are we supposed to do then?
Let's all calm down for a moment. From what Haru said, even the police are suspecting that the Phantom Thieves are murderers. It wouldn't be wise to carelessly make a move at the moment. We need to act as normal students for now. In addition, we have midterms next week.
Exams? At a time like this? I envy you, Futaba. Futaba?
Got something on my mind. Gonna go home and look into it.
I wonder what that could be. At any rate, we need to behave and not draw attention to ourselves. Understood?
I think the Phantom Thieves did that to President Okumura. The heroes, they would never do that. Disappointed they just turned out to be criminal. I was some kind of truck. They would never do that. I can't think of any other explanation. It has to be it.
For real?
Father calling card on the principal? But that's impossible. This is ridiculous. Why are people doubting the Phantom Thieves over what happened to President Okumura? They never do such a thing. Isn't that right? It could have been them. Absolutely. I trust them. Anyway, it seems like everyone has forgotten all about what was he done up to this point. It won't stop me though. I'll take it cheering them on. Make sure you tell them that. We'll see you later.
Mishima is a bit narrow-sighted, but he's a good person deep down. We can't betray him.
Of course we can't leave because I would draw too much attention.
Oh!
If you try to save both the mother and the baby, you'll lose them both. Or I could save them both. I can do this. You need to trust me.
That's incredible.
He doesn't have the word surrender in his dictionary, does he?
Oh! Okay. Well then.
I can't believe he backside his kindness already. Like, I don't remember him actually, like, doing anything to... I'm sorry for worrying all of you. I won't be able to respond for a little while longer. You don't need to mind us. More importantly, are you doing alright? I'm okay. I'm more worried about the people at the company, to be honest. It seems that everyone's having difficulty not only with clients, but the press as well. They're even handling the preparations for my father's funeral. I just feel so guilty that I'm unable to help out at all. You shouldn't. Everyone understands that this is a trying time for you. But we're here if anything happens. I know. I'll get in touch once things settle down. Don't push yourself. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Bless that girl. worrying about others even at a time like this.
But they killed Okuma to make an example out of him.
Possible.
Why else would they kill him during a press conference? Arrest him where the Okuma raised his daughter alone. Hey, he wasn't such a great manager, but as a parent, I feel for him. Murdering someone like that to a point, make a point, is textbook terrorism. Like Shido and Akechi kids say, Fan Fees are a menace. Have you been cheering on murders all this time? Has to be said, the Fan Fees aren't like that. They had to endure that hard training every day. I feel a bit sorry for them. Believe in the Fan Fees, they wouldn't do that. Genesis girl, yeah, she changed in a good way. Whoever set us up. Does anyone have any ideas? Of course not. If I were to guess, I would say the culprit behind the mental shutdowns. There you have it, Makoto. Finally, someone putting the pieces together. Wait, how do we even know got set up to begin with? They found the calling card in Prince of Goliath-Kawa's office. Someone else had to plan that, obviously. In the worst case scenario, it's possible they know our identities. This is bad, guys. Yes, our state of affairs is looking quite bleak. Let's turn ourselves in. Let's prove our innocence. How are we gonna do that, though? It looks like our only choice now is to find a true culprit. Although we don't have any leads. Why does this gotta happen to us? As you can feel oriented, we can't afford to make a dumb mistake to get ourselves caught. Let's keep laying low and wait. Let's not do anything conspicuous, okay? Hey, sorry for bringing this up when things are so chaotic. I know that it's tough after what happened to President Kumar and all. But this is a perfect time for smaller changes in part to restore your reputation. And here's the info I have. If it's true, this one's pretty crazy. Apparently an ex-mercenary who works as an assassin hiding in the Shibuya underground. He acts like a homeless person during the day, but then goes about his work at night. He hasn't left any trace of his identity, though, so there's nothing the police can do. Sounds dangerous. Right? I can't breathe easy knowing he's out there. But according to rumors, his name is Yohei Kiritani. I'm so scared I don't have anything to do with this. Let me see Pixels, please. We should have really done some amazing info for us sometime. Rejection may take a hit after Kuma's death, but we can still prove our justice in mementos. We should discuss it to everyone when we have time. Oh, we'll have to meet up with Haru before we can go in. Yeah, but my knowledge is maxed out, so...
I should write something.
Hey, we can actually go out and do things and not make ourselves look conspicuous by... That's maxed out. Timmy is maxed out. And the only social links we can work with are people we've already maxed out, so...
What do you want to do?
Here. You did great.
How are you feeling? head back?
Yo,
Her friend face Chelsea was all over the news.
I should write something.
Oh!
Hi!
Hey!
I'll head over right now.
We might get the momentous request after this, so.
Hey, hey!
I really like really like the antique feel of this room. But I have to say goodbye to it today. The thing is, I decided to quit. My boss found me a part-time job that pays better than this one. Kathekuna's guardians keep increasing their demands, so this is just what I had to do. Is this what you really want? What I want. Kathekuna's guardians are the only true way to apologize to Kathekun is by paying for it. That's true, then what can you do here? I wonder if I can escape all of this if I quit being a teacher. People like me have no right being a teacher. If I quit on my own, I won't have to pay them. That's why I'm going to quit both my teaching job and my maid job. What do you think? Well, this is if that's what you decided. That's what I decided. But did I really decide on my own? The inevitable ones doesn't matter what you pick. Now that I think about it, it's too late for me to stop being a teacher. If I really felt bad about what happened, I would have resigned the day he died. Yeah, I still feel the need to teach. I wonder why I feel that way even now. That's your answer. Arakakun. Well, that's right. I decided the way to apologize to him was to make sure there won't ever be another student like him. Because I might have been able to save him if I hadn't been afraid of rumors or labels back then. I wanted to become a teacher who takes care of students. That's the mindset I had. But now I spend all my free time at part-time jobs so I can continue working as a teacher. I put the critical work of a teacher on the back burner so I could make apology money. That's where it all went wrong. I can't make things right with Takasakun like this. Mistakes can be fixed. I want to be a teacher I aspire to be. That's the right way for me to make amends to Takasakun. From here on, I refuse to pay them any more money. That's my answer. Well, what do you think? Oh, this doesn't matter either, like all of them. Be confident in your answer.
You're right.
You can't get the right answer from someone else. You can only find it from a fan. I learned that from you. In a way, you're my teacher. Just kidding.
All
I've been so worried about making money that I haven't even been paying attention to my students, especially to you. I burned my eyes from you because you were labeled just like Takase-kun was. From now on, I'm going to protect you too. As a teacher, I will never betray you. That's reassuring. Leave it to me, I can be decisive when it counts. I'll speak with the Takases. I'm not going to run anymore. Everything should be fine as long as I talk to them face to face. Alright, it's time for me to go. Thank you, see you later.
Good night.
Oh, Master, thank you so much for today. Oh wait, I was supposed to stop working as Becky by today. To be honest, I always kind of knew in my heart that I couldn't go on like this forever. I felt so stuck facing it alone. It's thanks to you that I actually figured out what I need to do. You're welcome. You're a sweet kid. I haven't really recognized all you've done, so thank you, really. Not early tonight. Lack of sleep is basically poison for your body and mind, okay? Good night. Okay, so... This part occurs automatically, I guess. So are they just saving us? Yasukachi was right after all. No, I still believe the Phantom Thieves. They're murderers, right? Who's gonna arrest them? How long was the police going to let them one loose?
This sucks.
One of the Kumura thought was start coming back to school. I know the funeral soon. It must be tough organizing the funeral for a big Kumura sounded pretty clout. Do you think she's okay? Hard to believe a dad of such a nice girl could be so evil. I didn't expect this from the Phantom Thieves. That was a full-blown public execution. Horikawa-kun, please come to the Student Guidance Office. Horikawa-kun, please come to the Student Guidance Office.
Hey!
Hello, Kawakami, I wonder what's up.
Sorry.
Sorry to pull you out of class, but it's Takase-kun's guardians. I told them I'm not going to pay them any more money. I'm quitting my part-time job, too. Although I'm still in talks with my boss about it. I need to devote myself to being a great teacher, no matter what others say. I won't waver. So thank you for giving me such good advice. I just thought you should be the first to know. It's Kawakami, you have guests. The Kaseits are here.
What?
Here at school? How long are you going to make us wait? Him again? You know it, lady. We're talking here. How rude. A student's only as good as a teacher. Obviously, you lack a proper education. You thought you could just call it and say you're not going to pay anymore? Who do you think you are?
You know...
Wait aside for Takase-kun's sake. I'm going to make sure there won't be any more students like him who... So you're just trying to get out of your responsibility, but you don't even care about Taiki. How are you still a teacher? Maybe we really should sue the Board of Education. Are you okay with that? A teacher who caused her student to die would surely cause a scandal. I'm not going to run or hide. I'm going to spend my time taking care of my students. If you want to take legal action, then go ahead. Regardless, I'll continue teaching. I decided that's the best apology you can make to Takase-kun. Paying money to you is not the solution, to say the least. Along with suing you, maybe I should tell everyone about your little secret. You know, about your little stint as a sex worker.
What?
How did you... Oh, so I'm right, am I? What? I mean, the amount of money you're paying can't come from just a teacher's salary. Well, can we head on over to the faculty office? Stop, please. Huh, a teacher working in the sex industry? You're definitely done it this time. Unfortunate for you that you thought you could just leave Taiki's banner unsettled. Or you know what you have to do now, right? Pay up and don't ever call us again with this charge for stopping the payments. Guess I can't collect my cards on driver jet. Like, this is an interesting kind of blackmail. And this is might that you could technically report to the police. I mean, you should report blackmail to the police regardless, but I mean, it's still create complications because you're still sort of outing yourself, and I don't know what Japan's laws are regarding that kind of work. Although it's a little, it's only implied that it's actually like sex work, but it could very well actually be. Yeah, like there's types of blackmail which involve just embarrassing secrets rather than simply like something illegal that you're doing, or secrets that could jeopardize your occupation. So it's kind of you report it into the police, but it's still kind of risky because it can still bring your secrets to light. You can't give up. And then you actually like, I know, but what am I supposed to do? What about the Phantom Thief? Would it help even someone like me? No, that's impossible. I can't do this anymore. What are her names again? Who is it, the Kases? Her husband is Toshiya-san, the wife of Romi-san. I could never forget them. I send them money every week. Wait, why? You don't intend on doing something, do you? Please no. A shooting creature asking the Phantom Thief for help would be.
I'm sorry.
I was so excited to tell you what I decided, then it ended up like this. Just forget everything, okay? Think about it. I'm right back to where I started. Guess I'll never be able to change. Last but start, I need to go. My teacher made the supper. This is looking rough online. They're just calling us a bunch of murderers. All the celebrities who supported us are being criticized now too. It's all got up in flames. People are posting about stuff everywhere. I highly doubt that anyone who supported us did so honestly. There must have been many who simply went with the winning side. I get mixed feelings about this when you put it that way. It does make me think of a lot of things. Aside, we need to deal with our situation first. Our state of affairs continues to worsen. We can't just sit back and watch this happen. Still, we can't make a move when we don't have any links. What are we supposed to do then? Right around when your exams end will be perfect timing. Huh? For what? Don't worry about it. Anyway, just wait and see what happens. For the time being, let's discuss things after exams end. There's no way I can focus on exams like this. Can you ever?
Hey, are you listening? No way.
Hey!
Yeah, I don't need that though. So we're gonna bring back the track team. The coach is gonna be Yamauchi too. And he's basically coming through and green. I swear he's skiing something. I guess I could look into that myself. Anyway, what are your thoughts on training today? Let's see, where do you want to practice? We'll figure it out. Anyway, go change. I'll race you to see who gets it ready first. We really don't got a good practice train, huh? Maybe we probably run into Nakoka and then we stuck around here. You got any ideas? We can train at my place. So just a figure get his training done there. But we end up eating ice cream and playing video games all day long. It's just kind of what happens, you know? I guess it will hurt to peek around the gym. If they ain't there, maybe we can...
Whoa!
Oka? Takeshi, how you guys doing? Just have a few questions for Oka here. It's none of your business. What, you're just gonna ask a question for your fist? Anyways, ain't a 3-on-1 kind of cowardly? Well, the coward here is Oka. All the shit Kawa should have put us through is his fault. He was telling that bastard secrets about us the whole time.
What?
Oh, that's a lot of bull. Right, we've been training together for freaking forever. Ain't that track team coming back? You don't got to fight. Shut up! I'm telling you, this shit sold us out. How do you think Kamoshida found out about your parents, Sakamoto? Sakamoto? Excuse me. He's gotta be a snitch.
Whoa!
Otherwise, Sakamoto, we'll beat the shit out of you too if we need to. If it's gonna make you feel better, go for it. But you're gonna wish you didn't. Trust me, it feels bad looking back on shitty stuff you've done. Huh? Look, even Nakoka was working with Kamoshida. Ain't it fine now? The bastard's gone, so you guys can just put this crap behind you. There's no reason to fight, yeah? We can't help keep people around who are gonna try and undermine our team. But I didn't do anything. I wasn't working with Kamoshida. No matter how much you hit me, my answer's gonna stay the same. Well, we've got proof. Yamauchi told us all about it.
Huh?
Yamauchi? Come on, Takaishi. We gotta get out of here. It'll be real bad if anyone else showed up. Nakoka, shit like you isn't welcome in our track team. You better remember that. You okay? What the hell was all that? Stay out of this, Sakamoto. It has nothing to do with you. But when you hit Kamoshida, you were really hitting us. All of us, he tried so hard to endure his bullshit. You might have felt relieved, but it only made life harder for us. Because of you, we lost the one place we could vent our frustrations, the one place we could really belong. Tensions got pretty high after that, and things have just been kind of rough from then on. I think it's all fine now, huh? Well, what if I told you they're right about me? Would you think it's fine if I was the one who told Kamoshida about your parents? Yeah. If you told him, you told him. I'm over all that stuff with my parents anyways. Besides, I've really something Nakoka. I might have messed up with Kamoshida back then, but hey, you're not onto the path that ain't gonna help anything. I'm gonna focus on being myself now. I'm being free. What are you talking about? Free, huh?
Hey.
Jun, you get what I'm trying to say, yeah? Absolutely. Right? He's the one who wasn't making any sense. I guess being free is like, it's like how I feel when I'm talking to you, man. I don't get it. I don't know what else I gotta say, but I just feel free. Like, I actually understand. Huh? Was I gonna repeat or something? But if I'm vision, it's growing deeper.
All right.
I wonder if we already have the ability to. Man, that was some funny shit. So much for training, though, huh? Come on, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
We should get ramen on our way home. Are you good right now? Well, it messed with the trap team. Guess I was right about my gut feeling. And Akko got some weirdly stubborn sometimes. He'll keep his mouth shut whenever someone's punching him. So he should have punched back. Well, hey, that's not what I'm saying. No violence, period. You're supposed to be on the path of it here. Look what I'm saying. There's gotta be some other way to solve this instead of just going dark. And the Professor Yamauchi's name came up again. I suppose something about that dude is so shady. Okay, that's it. I gotta do a full investigation. Hit you up if I find something later. The past piece of murderers, I get all the praise they got before doesn't matter much now.
Yo.
Another box game for you.
Hey.
It should just be a list rather than having to punch the X button over and over again. Oh yeah. Fees is suddenly on the rise. As the press conference was broadcast, people are now calling them criminals and murderers. People have also been expressing their concerns and fears about the Crown of Fees.
I can't forgive them.
How could they? How can people just hate us like that so suddenly?
I should write something.
That will rank up. Of course, Akashi is like there, but we can't actually interact with him until a bit later.
Take a look around.
Guts, persuasion, which we already have, proficiency, which we need, guts, charming, we don't need.
What can I get you?
We have another, well, we can see with, twins.
What do you want?
Got nothing new for here.
Yep.
There's a request we can get from her too, so I should might be
Oh?
getting it relatively soon. Your next move will finally be professional. My client's a big shot in the Pro Players Association, so I worked really hard to set it up.
That's...
But is this young man a fan of yours, Hifumi? No, mother. He's my shogi friend. I told you about it, remember? Your shogi friend, hmm? Let me just say this. I hope you're not harboring any weird feelings for Hifumi. Mother? As I'm sure you're already aware, you're not allowed to date, young lady. Start to attract the number of male fans of all your photo spreads.
Yes.
Yes, mother. You can get 50 guys like him once you're famous. I know you need you to accomplish the things I was never able to. I'm going back to the work. Don't wait for up for me. I understand.
Sorry.
Apologies, must have been quite a shock. She's scary. That's quite honest of you, not altogether inaccurate though. My father is ill and unable to work, so my mother supports us. My mother used to be a local TV announcer, but she had to quit to take care of my father. My father was a pro shogi player. He's usually calm, but when he played, you could really feel his spirit. He never hesitated with making a move. Just like a king, I really admired him, so I started playing shogi too. But after pouring everything I had to shogi, he suddenly collapsed one day. In my mother's eye, shogi stole both her dream and her husband. And yet she tells me to keep playing. She wants me to achieve her dream. I should be working to help support us. I want to become a professional so I can make enough money to ease my parents' burden. I do Photoshop shoots and interviews, hoping to add some money to our household income. But it's honestly quite difficult for me. You should stop that. I'm happy that you're so concerned about me. When I think about my mother, no one sees me as a shogi player anymore. They no longer recognize my skills. I'm not playing shogi in hopes of becoming an idol. I simply love my family and I want to support them through our trouble. This can't be good. I should be focusing on such negative topics before a match. Hold on, let's play. Today I'm going to be throwing a lot of offensive moves at you. This will teach you to escape from disadvantageous situations. So please trust me growing. Allows you to attempt to escape even when surrounded by the enemy.
All right.
Are you ready? That aura, my right eye is twitching. Now, it's time to unleash my hidden evil eye.
I'll start.
Now, to a fair match. Like, make sure you be sharpen my knowledge.
Until next time.
That wasn't about that. Hear our lessons next time. Hello, do you have a moment? I apologize for my mother's rude behavior earlier. She's been on edge lately, and my male fans are beginning to concern her. She didn't mean to offend you at all. I hope you accept my apology in her place. We've got a lot to deal with. I apologize. I didn't mean to cause you any unnecessary worry. I'll be sure to talk to her about you. My dad, no doubt my lack of skill is what caused my mother to be so hypersensitive. I intend to improve my skills so I can become an established player and put my mother at ease. So then let us both work hard for our goals. Goodbye for now. It continues to go down. So we caught the Phantom Thieves? I don't care how they do it, just throw them in the slammer already. It's too scary to have murders on the loose. I wonder what kinds of people the culprits are. They're murderers, don't give me that justice crap. Can I bother you for a moment? Now that the funeral's over, I feel like a small burden has been lifted from my shoulders. It must be tough. It's like it is not tough. I actually feel bad having everyone worry about me. How about you? Are you doing okay? I'm managing. You sure are strong. I'll come back, don't worry. I think I'll be able to rejoin everyone around when exams end. Well, see you.
Haru. She's the one who should be in pain right now. Yet she's still trying to cheer us up. Well then.
It's over, don't focus on those for now. Put the work on your exams are over. I've been looking in the Yamauchi lately. I thought I'd give you an update. Apparently he's been hanging out at a manjaki shop a lot. I heard he gets real drunk there and brags to his coworkers. It's the first opportunity, right? If we can get close, he might get some intel out of him. He noticed you. Right, that's where you come in. He knows me, so I ain't gonna be able to get you. But he wouldn't care about you. I know you could even sit next to his booth if you wanted, probably. So I'll let you know once I figure out when he's going. Hold on, hold on, I'm trading. Well, I'll be counting on you.
Yep.
I can work on Kataba's link,
Let's do it.
or we can work on our kindness. Alright, you suck at A.
What do you want to do? Here. You did great. How are you feeling? Want to head back?
Ah, you're back.
Just much of an update. I think I'm going to go back to school starting tomorrow. I'm sorry for worrying all you until now. Are you really okay though? Be sure not to push yourself too hard at the time of grief. No, I actually need to push myself. I find it always wonders if I have nothing to do. I totally get you. Besides, there's nothing I can do while I'm at home. Although I don't know how to put it, but Try not to think about that stuff too much. Count on us anytime. You don't have to worry about us asking for anything. We're all here for you. To be completely honest, when I ended up alone, I did doubt you all a tiny bit. It's so horrible for me to doubt you. I mean, I'm the one who asked you all to do this. Your father just passed away, Haru. It's natural to feel a flood of emotion at such events. Yeah, it's really hard when you lose someone like that. But I'm okay now. You all helped me out so much. Right back at you. Thank you. Those words are truly reassuring. Well then, I'll see you all at school.
Haru. I'm not surprised she seems down. You should keep her in your thoughts. Still, despite how she looks, Haru has quite the backbone. I'm sure she'll be okay.
I'll just add this.
I want to do last minute study. Like I could talk to him, but I doubt. What should I do with that man? Oh, my head hurts. Fisher seems concerned about Futaga's uncle. Is it okay for me to stay? I know that the girls in Futaga's problem. I need angelic kindness to bridge the gap between us two. Yep. It should be grayed out or something. Like just to, so we don't like freaking waste our time.
Oh, honey. Oh. Thank you. It's all you.
Her office worker? Okay.
What is it?
Oh, she's busy. Hey, you work here, right? Are you really okay with a customer being bored? Come, do a trick for me or something. I know you changed me, so now it's your turn. Hurry it up. She's really egging you on. Oh, best not to take it too seriously. I survived somehow. Man, it was some good work. I actually, like, well, I need my thing anyway, so I guess it's okay.
Nice work, honey. See you.
Yep.
Alright, kindness is still stuck at 4. Well, ours is the worst. I really should start studying sooner. Oh, wait, no. At least the school festival soon. It's the thing I'm looking forward to the most right now. Yeah, but are they still gonna hold it? It might get canceled. Don't say that, you're bumming me out before the exams. Things are bad enough as is. If they cancel the festival, the students will riot. You hear those rumors? She's so lucky, it almost like her test scores don't matter. I wonder if they really are from our school. These teachers are doing a 180 on the honor student. She's on the podium, good for her.
Phantom Thieves have gone off the deep end, don't you think?
Oh yeah, something I should mention before. we go forward too much. Watching Lord of the Rings playthrough, I noticed a couple things about the palace that Simi was in. One is that the when someone mentioned a lab, like nearby, like instantly mentioned something about a lab facility or something. And apparently some of the posters that are on the wall around the palace mention cognitive science. So I'm starting to get the suspicion that this could be Maruki's palace. I mean, my running theory was that it was sort of another type of group palace. That would have been an interesting idea, to be honest. The idea that, like kind of a reverse palace, I guess, in a sense. Rather than, like, your own warped perceptions of the world around you manifesting in the palace, it would be everyone's perceptions of you manifesting as a palace. Like, that should technically be a potential thing that can happen. Anyway, back to the game.
I thought they were gonna change that CEO's heart, but they ended up killing him instead.
Haven't people been saying they killed Principal Kobayakawa too? I thought they were bad, but I never expected they'd turn out to be murderers.
Oh man, does this mean anyone who gets targeted is screwed?
Quiet down. I'll now be handing out your exam booklets. Well, shall we begin?
It goes back in white surfaces. How many surfaces are in a total of a soccer ball? I gotta. Shit. The guide is shitting the bed. Okay, Google. Bixby. Anyone? Okay, Google. How many surfaces are there on a soccer ball? Not surfaces, surfaces. How many surfaces are there? How many surfaces are there on a soccer ball? Not circuses. Circumstances. How many surfaces are there on a soccer ball? $32.
Ooh, we can do this.
Okay. It's like services or circumstances. That's a question. This looks tough, but let's calm down and look and think it through. For an explanation for why the soccer ball is only comprised of colors black and white. Soccer balls. Didn't the teacher say the number of colors used to be different? Do you remember? It used to be one color, I think, yeah. Wait, it was only one color, but that wouldn't really grab your eye. I remember, I think he said that unlike now soccer games are broadcasted with black and white picture. change the color of the ball and make it easily identifiable on TV.
Yep.
If you press the, put your hands on your desk. Whoa.
You're still rooting for the Phantom Thieves?
You know they're murderers, right? That doesn't mean that criminals should be left to do whatever they want.
Still, couldn't they have at least left the principal to the police? And I mean, did you see that press conference? No way Allies of Justice would do that.
Yeah, it's almost like it wasn't the Phantom Thieves.
I wonder if Akechi-kun has been right all along.
He's so admirable, sticking to his guns even though so many people were against him.
That's enough. If you don't quiet down, I'll have to ask you to leave. Now, everyone.
Who had the execution using this device? Okay, I wouldn't know that.
Ooh, we can do this!
What's the most common reason most people can cormorant fishermen in Nagarasawa. Nagara, whatever. It's a hereditary profession.
Ooh, we can do this!
You don't have the guts.
The Phantom Thieves have gotta be students here, right? I mean, they killed our principal. Isn't this insane? There are murderers among us.
What was the same voice actor said Morgana?
Now that you mention it, there was a guy in Shibuya who told me he's a Phantom Thief the other day. For real? You gotta report that. Oh crap, you think so? I snapped a pic, so I should probably put it online just in case. I hope the cops catch him.
Okay, class, let's get started.
Slave labor.
Ooh, we can do this!
Free melons in the Atlantic. Free bees in all of Europe.
Ooh, we can do this!
Today's the last day of exams, huh? Well, it shouldn't be a problem for you. It's been so easy, I might start yawning. Really, I can't wait to see your school.
The police are here again?
Yeah, seems like it's for real this time.
For
Apparently one of the
real?
students is a Phantom Thief. Seriously? I read the same thing online. Apparently public security is already on the move.
It's me. There's something I want to talk to everyone about. I'll be at the head of, our place.
It's open.
Come in.
Welcome.
Oh, you referred to your Okamura-san, correct? So good to see you. Please, have a seat. I would have thought that, I mean, it makes sense at this point that she would come in to see him, but I thought we had something about Yusuke, unless that already happened, I just forgot that it happened. Futaba, maybe? One of the two we're planning on seeing him at some point. Yes! I'm sorry, I did come here because I wanted to. I'm not exactly adept to say what's on my mind. Well, it's really fine. I'm not that great at chatting with people either.
Excuse me?
Oh? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. How about some snacks? No need to be modest here.
You have my thanks.
Thank you, I'm alright though. It must be pretty weird, right? I came here for counseling, but I can't seem to say anything.
Well...
Not weird in the least. Just take your time. We'll go at whatever pace you need. And if you still don't feel comfortable by the end of our time, well, just have some tea and head on home for the day. I do enjoy tea time. Perhaps I'll feel more relaxed if I think of all this in that way.
Quite.
Absolutely. No one's going to de-stress if they can't come in here and talk, or all words up like, I had to talk right now. Thinking of this as just thinking a way to relax with some tea would probably help you feel more open. Relaxing with some tea. I do that quite often, but on my own. Do you find that more relaxing?
Yes.
The people closest to me in my life, they don't really feel like people I could sit and enjoy some tea with. Even my family was always focused solely on work.
I see.
So is this essentially the same setup as tea time?
Yes.
Meals were when we actually ate together were always uptight dinners at work-related events.
I see.
I never been able to upscale social events, but so I'm not sure I should ask this, but well, didn't you ever feel lonely? Lonely? Yes, I think so. If I were given a chance, I would have only wanted to spend time with my family. Why don't we call it a day now? Feel free to stop by again anytime you like. Oh yes, I do apologize. It seems I stayed at the tea time much longer than I had intended. No problem at all. Evening. I'm happy to hear it. I'll make sure to pick up some snacks to pair it with tea. I received word from Mutashi-chan about our upcoming meeting. There's still some time until we meet though, so I'm going to go take care of my flowers first. See you later.
I suppose plants do need watering after all. Oh, I know. You should go help Haru. I'll let the others know.
It's like an automatic event that we need to...
Troubling.
Do we have Empress? It's not until 10:30, so we don't have rank 1. What's wrong?
Oh, have you come up here to assist me? You, heard that, didn't you? I'm not worried about the garden, in case you were wondering. It's just... so much has happened to me lately.
Anyway, I can help?
Well, perhaps I could share this with you. I mean, it would be nice to have someone who is aware of my current situation in life. The source of my worries is my father's company. Dealing with the aftermath has been difficult. Given how unexpected the accident was, my father didn't have a will, all of his stocks transferred to me. Which means suddenly, I'm the biggest shareholder in a company of over 1,000 employees. But I don't know the first thing about business direction or fund management.
That sounds tough.
It is. I may be the president's daughter, but I never expected I would end up involved with company matters. Because of that, lately I've been meeting with all the various officers and lawyers my father employed. They've been giving me advice on all the things I'm not entirely sure about. Assets, stocks. It's clear some people only want to get on my good side, though. I don't know who I can trust. They try to sound comforting by saying things like, "Don't worry," or "Leave it to me." But it feels like they're really only being nice so they can get their hands on my bank account. I never realized I could be this distrustful of other people. I'm sorry for ranting on about this matter. I feel as though doing so has helped me calm down a bit, though. The only people I've consulted up to this point have been employees. But I think what I really needed was someone closer to my own age, closer to my own viewpoint. If it isn't too much trouble, could we speak about this again some other time? In return, I'll... What can I do to help you? I don't have any unique talents. How about this? You know, gardening. I'm actually quite skilled at it. A few years ago, I even managed to grow a tropical fruit on the balcony at my house. To be honest, this is what I do when I'm alone, to take my mind off of everything that's happened. Oh, that's right. I stored some vegetables in the refrigerator down in the home economics room. You still have some time, yes? Would you mind waiting here a moment? I grew these right here in these very planters and harvested them myself not too long ago. There's not much consistency to their colors or shapes, but...
I tried them.
You like vegetables? That's good to know. But to tell the truth, I have a favor to ask of you. I'd like to get Sakura-san's opinion on my vegetables. Do you think I could bring my next harvest over to your cafe?
That's a great idea.
Thank you. I'm sure Sakura-san will give me his honest opinion. I'll make sure this next harvest is particularly good. Well then, shall we head over to the hideout?
Congrats on surviving midterms.
I think I'm screwed for real this time. I couldn't concentrate at all.
Gathering everyone's opinions and immediately acting upon them. In order to make that natural course of action a reality, I will...
Again? It's so damn loud!
More importantly, what's this you want to talk about?
You said that something was on your mind before, but were you able to figure out what it was?
The Medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
Huh? Aren't you the real one, though?
Oh, the guy who called himself Medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
What do you mean?
The code written by that guy the other day is different from any of the past Medjed.
And that means...
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it. The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency. No skill at all.
But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of Medjed? Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all. At the very least, there's no way it was an official Medjed member.
So someone used the Medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thieves? For what purpose?
Could they have been doing it for fun? It was around the time our group started getting popular, so maybe they wanted in on the hype.
Wait a moment. What if it's the other way around? Perhaps they used the Medjed name to make the Phantom Thieves known.
What? That makes no sense!
I actually thought the same as Makoto.
Why's that?
Know how I just said that code is like fingerprints? I found those same fingerprints somewhere completely different.
Where's that?
The Phantom Aficionado website. There were traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
For real?
Yes, Ryuichi, for real.
Before summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number. Same with the rankings, particularly the time when President Okumura ranked first.
So then, the one who provoked the group and the one who
Yeah,
tampered with
but
the site
I remember
are
that.
the same person? I think I'm starting to see the big picture. Both Medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result. On top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the rankings. The perfect timing and the perfect target. If both of those had been set up...
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the start? No way.
This is all hypothetical. We lack any hard evidence. But if all your deductions happen to be correct, that would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
We gotta be overthinking things. I mean, we're talking both the rankings and Medjed. Everyone made a big deal about it. If this was all set up, then what kind of guy did we make an enemy of?
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation. Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder. We must overcome this.
But we don't even know who we're up against.
Hey, you think we're falling into another trap, even at this very moment?
Calm down.
Yeah. This doesn't mean that we've lost yet. Even if this is the actions of a meticulous enemy, we'll just have to get back at them. We need to find clues, no matter what.
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, you thought to reopen it. And you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves. This is based primarily on that achievement.
I'm honored, sir.
The Phantom Thieves issue is now a national crisis. Expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice. Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command. I'd like you to oversee this operation. You've yet to give an answer. Will you accept the task of eradicating the Phantom Thieves?
I will give it everything I have.
We'll have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed. I don't wish to apply extra pressure on you.
Except in the way that I do.
But I assume your odds of success are high. Naturally, failure to accomplish this task is unacceptable. Do you understand?
Of course. I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
That is all, then. I expect good results from you.
I'm home.
Hi, sis. Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going to stay at work then?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
You look awful, though. Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies. Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
Oh my god. Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular. This is bad. I need to let everyone know.
Please become somewhat troublesome, everyone. But try to stay calm. What's wrong? Sis told me she'd been entrusted with important tasks regarding the Phantom Thieves. That means, yes, the SIU must surely be on the move at this point. That's bad. Wait, weren't they already investigating this, though? Police were doing so in secret. This operation is on a much different scale. Hold on a sec. What's the SIU thing anyway? Special Investigations Unit, a elite team that deals with huge cases like government scandals. I've heard that name on the news. They make headlines often. The same part is they haven't lost a single case against a suspect in like 50 years. If they come after you, you're screwed. There's the best investigation force in Japan. Are we going to be arrested? Doesn't this kind of also seem somewhat extreme? Right or wrong, I think we're just way too famous at this point. As this is getting governed by law, they can't afford to ignore us for any longer. We may be the Phantom Thieves, but this is miserable. They probably have a pretty narrow suspect profile by now, too. Hey, don't scare us like that. It's okay, though. They don't have any evidence. It is expected they're frantically searching for someone as we speak. No way they're gonna find anything, though. It's only a matter of time. We have to hurry and do something about this.
Everything's going to be fine. Unless they know about the metaverse, there's no way they'll get any info on us.
I'm really waiting time for this prosecution, though. And of course we can't go out, because that would make too much sense.
I'll just add this.
Do we save? It's Milady. It's just... Worst boss in the game. Oh, so they left from here? Damn, I should have spoken of everyone before. It reminds me of the time you had a falling out with the team and went out on your own. It didn't happen to... If I didn't happen to meet you back then, it would never become who I am now. Your resistance changed my fate, Mono-chan.
Come on.
So kind of you to say. But at the same time, if I hadn't met you, I may never have returned to the Phantom Thieves. It means you were an important influence in my life, too.
I'm so glad.
Thank you, Mono-chan. I suppose this applies to Kaneshiro as well, but can money alone really warp a person's heart this severely?
Agreed.
Generally speaking, I don't think so. Perhaps money facilitates such warping in humans. A lack of money certainly doesn't equate a lack of happiness, though.
Yep.
Yep, Inari is the expert there. The reason that Futaba stuff hasn't unlocked until just now. Let's go ahead and unlock everything. I don't know what the hell the point of the con cards is. Like for someone who doesn't read Japanese.
I should write something.
Oh.
Wait, there's anything that increases kindness? Makes me more proficient. Her power intuition is
Oh.
What the hell are you doing here? Don't tell me you busted into prison to rescue me.
Join us, right? Come on, let's get you out of here.
Right, he went to prison for his older brother, but now he's trying to escape.
Piece of cake.
I mean, Loftus is escaping from prison with a piece of cake.
Hey, hey!
She has all sorts of skills to escape from prison. Of course, my proficiency maxed out.
All right.
Before my kindness.
Well then.
I mean, I have been making lockpicks a lot, so.
Damned phantom thieves.
Haven't found the Phantom Thieves yet? The government and the police are useless. Are they even trying? I wish I would spend tax dollars just to sit on their asses. Instead of screwing murderers and at the government, what's the world coming to these days? Everyone's talking trash about us. Okay, police are here again. Let's see here. I don't know how long I've been streaming so far. I could conclude this part and then resume when I get my water, although it's worth making another part. Oh, what edited that one? Of course, I can't do it in the live dashboard because I'm not using the live dashboard thing. I'm sorry, I don't want to violate Twitch's terms of service. I'm sorry. I can't see how long I've been streaming until. Well, has it been about a little over 2 hours? I guess it's a good run time. Just to prepare a whole other title and anything. I'll be back in a few minutes. Let's get our wall patrons first. Patreon.com plays. In addition to getting your name on the featured on the wall, you can use your donations to vote directly for which game I'll play next year. Here's the current standing as of the time this stream is live. If you're watching the VOD, you may want to go to patreon.com/plays for more information on how this works, and of course, an updated list of games. And of course, there's a whole slew of other things you can do. I'll just take a few seconds of your time. Based on your producer, Ernest Man. And so thanks for watching, and until next time, hopefully a few minutes from now, sign off.